Remember the Toyota Mark II? That sleek sedan that ruled Japanese highways for over 4 decades, a symbol of luxury that didn't compromise on performance, reliability that became legendary. From the late 60s through the early 2000s, the Mark II wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Well, Toyota just dropped a bombshell. The Mark II is back for 2026, and it's bringing some serious heat. But here's the million-dollar question. Can the 2026 Mark II live up to the legend? Has Toyota finally revived a classic the right way, or are we looking at another case of nostalgia over substance? Stick around, because what I'm about to show you might just change everything you thought you knew about modern Toyota. Let me start with what hits you first, the looks. Toyota's design team clearly understood the assignment here. The 2026 Mark II walks this incredible tightrope between honoring its heritage and embracing the future. Up front, you've got these sharp, angular LED headlights that seem to slice through the air, but they're positioned in a way that subtly nods to the classic Mark II proportions. The grille is where Toyota gets really clever. It's this sophisticated mesh design that's both aggressive and refined, framed by chrome accents that catch light beautifully. The body lines? Pure poetry in motion. Toyota kept that signature long hood, short deck silhouette that made the original so iconic, but they've sharpened every edge. The character lines flow from the headlights all the way back to these sculpted taillights that feel distinctly modern yet familiar. And those wheels, 18-inch standard, 19-inch on the sport trim, they're not just pretty to look at. The design actually improves aerodynamics while giving the car this planted, performance-ready stance. When you park this next to a Camry or even an Avalon, the Mark II just has this presence, this confidence that says, I belong in a different league. It's what the Germans call Australallung, that indefinable quality that makes you turn your head twice. Step inside, and Toyota makes it clear this isn't just a rebadged anything. This is luxury with purpose. The cabin wraps you in premium materials, genuine leather seats that are both supportive and supple, real wood trim that feels substantial, not like the plastic stuff you find elsewhere. The layout is driver-focused but not claustrophobic. You've got this gorgeous 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster that adapts to your driving mode, and the central 14-inch infotainment screen is finally, as intuitive as your smartphone. But here's where Toyota gets really smart, they kept physical buttons for climate control and volume. Thank you, Toyota. Some of us still want to adjust the AC without diving through 3 menu screens. The tech suite is impressive, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a heads-up display that actually feels useful, and Toyota's new AI assistant that learns your preferences. The ambient lighting system has 64 different colors, but more importantly, it's subtle. This isn't a disco, it's a premium sedan. Rear passengers aren't forgotten either. You've got dedicated climate zones, USB-C ports, and legroom that rivals cars costing twice as much. Toyota clearly designed this for people who still value the art of being driven. Now, let's talk about how this thing moves. Toyota tuned the Mark II's chassis with one word in mind, balance. The suspension setup uses adaptive dampers that read the road every millisecond, adjusting between comfort and sport depending on what you're asking of the car. In eco mode, this thing glides like you're floating on air, perfect for those long highway cruises. Switch to sport mode, and the character completely transforms. The steering weight's up, the throttle response sharpens. And suddenly you remember why people fell in love with the Mark II in the first place. The ride quality is where Toyota's decades of experience really shine. They've managed to create something that soaks up city potholes without feeling disconnected from the road. It's that sweet spot between German precision and Japanese refinement. Fuel efficiency? The hybrid model I'm testing delivers an impressive 38 miles per gallon combined, while the pure gas version still manages 31 miles per gallon. Not bad for a car that can genuinely entertain you on a winding road. Under that sculpted hood lies Toyota's masterpiece, a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 300 horsepower and 295 lb-ft of torque. But here's the kicker, there's also a hybrid variant that bumps total system output to 340 horsepower. Both engines made to an 8-speed automatic transmission that's been specifically tuned for the Mark II. Forget CVTs, this is a proper gearbox that knows when to hold gears and when to kick down for passing power. You can get it in rear-wheel drive for that authentic Mark II experience, or all-wheel drive if you need year-round confidence. And yes, the RWD model still does burnouts, some traditions never die. Toyota's engineering philosophy here is fascinating. They didn't just chase numbers, they chased character. The engine note is synthesized but tasteful, the power delivery is linear and predictable, and the whole powertrain feels like it was designed by people who actually love driving. Let's talk money. The 2026 Mark II starts at $38,500 for the base model, that's positioned right between the Camry XLE and the Avalon. The hybrid bumps you up to $42,000, while the fully loaded sport trim tops out around $48,000. Compare that to a Nissan Maxima at $37,000 or a Honda Accord Touring at $38,000, and the Mark II suddenly looks like serious value. You're getting near luxury interior quality, genuinely engaging performance, and Toyota's legendary reliability. All for less than you'd pay for a base BMW 3 Series. For enthusiasts who remember the original Mark II, this pricing makes it accessible without feeling cheap. For families who want something special without the premium badge markup, it's positioned perfectly. And for tech-savvy drivers who want the latest features without sacrificing driving dynamics, Toyota might have just created the perfect sweet spot. So, has Toyota finally revived a classic the right way? After spending time with the 2026 Mark II, I'm convinced they have. This isn't just nostalgia wrapped in modern sheet metal, this is Toyota proving they can build something that honors the past while embracing the future. The Mark II returns not as a museum piece, but as a statement. Luxury doesn't have to be boring, performance doesn't have to be impractical. And sometimes the best way forward is to remember what made you great in the first place. Toyota may have just redefined what a modern classic feels like, and frankly, the competition should be worried. Would you buy the new Mark II? Are you as excited as I am to see this legend return? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you remember the original Mark II dominating the streets, smash that like button. Subscribe for more coverage of JDM legends being reborn, because trust me, this is just the beginning.